don't know me, my name is John, currently of Surreal Resolution and a part of the Training Stage podcast and all that entails. Formerly of Toonami United. Pretty nice fan website that I had going with guys, a couple girls that went down the drain last year for better or worse reasons, or at least in my case, I feel like it's better reasons. And I want to talk about Toonami again. Last time I did on this channel, it was about the community and just me doing my first video just to see how it felt to speak candidly. I do like to speak candidly about whatever I happen to have going on in my head. What was most relevant at that time was Toonami and the community and what's happened with United and all that entails. So I decided I should do it again, but this time I won't be talking about the people so much. Though, of course, when it comes to Toonami, one of the most important factors that come up is the community. This shows, of course, too, but the community is the bread and butter of Toonami. As Tom has always put it, it's all on you, faithful. It's always been all on you. They've always been thankful for us. I'm thankful to them. That said, recently, there's been 2 articles that came out about Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z Kai. And though I have not been much of at all active on Twitter, especially when it comes to Toonami, and I haven't been as in deep with the community as I used to be when I was with United. I'm still in the mix in some way. I'm still in the background hearing all the talk, and I still see all these articles come up about whatever's most important is going on with Toonami. What's the next show? What's this controversy about this show? Are they going to be rebooting this or rebooting that? What's going to happen in the future? And all that kind of stuff that always still goes around since day one of Toonami. And it's not exclusive to just the Adult Swim era of Toonami. It is always been there. Just check the forums. Go back in the Wayback Machine and check those forums. But what is going on right now is about those Dragon Ball shows. And the fact that it takes up the first hour of Toonami. And a lot of people have a problem with it. A lot of people love it. The viewership numbers say good. And sometimes, It's caused a lot of discussion of where things should go and how people would rearrange this situation, how they feel about it. So I said, alright, I want to talk about it. So, I don't have too much of a problem with Dragon Ball Super airing on Toonami. Personally, I don't care for the show. I've watched it. I've heard, after watching a very short amount of it, I've heard a lot of a plot and people trying to explain the plot of that show that makes no sense whatsoever at all. In general, to me, seeing it run on Toonami, I'm fine with it. Even though it feels a little more closer to Dragon Ball, I'd rather just see Dragon Ball again. Maybe not on Toonami, but just me personally, I like Dragon Ball more. But Super's fine. My problem is the back-to-back with Kai, where at the very least you could have had Kai running on a different time slot. Didn't have to have back-to-back. Could have had Super at the front, with some JoJo and Hunter x Hunter, then do the other Dragon Ball afterwards, and then have the other shows run with that too. But we are where we are right now with the power hour of Dragon Ball, and we're stuck on nostalgia again. It's not. So when Toonami first rebooted, when it first came back, we were all making the hardcore push just to get attention to it. And when the first line of shows came back on it, it was very reminiscent to what was already being ran on the anime side of Adult Swim, plus whatever Toonami happened to have the little bit of paper to get into the ether, which part with Casher and Sins and Dead Man Wonderland, which 2 shows that I had never seen, a lot of people had never seen, and were first introduced to. Very adult and oriented, one very depressing, one very violent and depressing, and it started a train and a trend of just getting whatever shows Toonami could get their hands on and putting it on that appeal to us as best as they could, so that we get more viewership, more money, and eventually get to the shows where we are now, where we can have Dragon Ball back. Whereas back then, we never had a single thought that Dragon Ball would ever be back. We never thought it. We denied it every time. We told the hardcore fans, it's not gonna happen. Stop asking for it. Well, here we are. It's here. And now we got a little too much for it for some people. Unfortunate. But my whole thing is, and it kind of connects to the fact that right now Toonami has a lot of long runners going, which is not a problem, but it does cut down the ability to have more new shows, which is my current problem with the schedule. Much less a problem with the fact that we have Dragon Ball Super and Kai running at the same time, but there isn't anything to balance that. Right now, when you watch Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Kai, JoJo, Unicorn, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, One Piece, and whatever else is going to be put in that last slot, everything runs together way too closely. There is nothing to balance out what's being ran right now on the shows. And by that I mean, for me at least, this is just personal, the best point of Toonami is balancing the anime, either nostalgic or new. The Western cartoons that had always ran usually after the anime had run, whether it was in the past or in the present. And the introduction of new shows, whether anime or Western. Right now, we're stuck with just anime. Just flat out, just anime. And a lot of it is way too familiar. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but it feels like 3/4 of the show at least are just familiar shows, which that's never been Toonami. Or at least, I don't feel like that should be Toonami. Toonami has always been its best when it was giving us new animes, like, you see right here, the Boobies. And if you don't know the Boobies, that's from Space Dandy. Michiko and Hachin, one of my absolute favorite new shows that they introduced to me. Whether it belonged on the block or not, it introduced it to me, just like Hamtaro. People always say that shouldn't have never been on Toonami, but it introduced me to it, and I liked it. Parasite and Maxima, almost unanimously, everyone loved that show and how it turned out. Absolutely deserved to be on Toonami, and was something that we all wanted. Those kind of new shows that you don't have any kind of prediction for it coming. You don't already have a massive amount of people that already know about it. It's still enough of a new thing for fresh minds and old minds to be able to see and go, that fits with the kin of what Toonami does. And it doesn't break away too far, or maybe sometimes it does. But it's enough to give me a new experience. But at least I can still stick with the whole block if I'm still there just for the nostalgia of the Dragon Ball, of Gundam shows. Or I can go around with the westerns of what's going to be in the future for Samurai Jack and whatever else is coming. Which brings me to Samurai Jack. It's a very short amount of time. We're going to have the new reboot of Samurai Jack. I'm very excited. Everyone seems very excited. It seems like it's going to bring in a whole surplus of new people to watch them. Hopefully it does. I really hope so. But after it's said and done, when Samurai Jack is gone, what happens again? Are we just going to be stuck with the all anime again? I don't want to see that. Best mix to me, and I'll make sure this is held. It's my opinion. It's how I feel. The best mix is both getting the anime and the Western cartoons. Say what you want about Batman, Beware the Batman, or any of the other westerns that was run during the reboot or in the past. It still gave a good mix of programming while introducing new shows to us all the time in every era of Toonami. And now we're not really getting that. That's sad to me. I don't want that to happen. So when I see these articles about Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z Kai, and I see what everyone's trying to say and decipher about this whole thing, about the schedule and all that, and I just think you guys aren't seeing, you're focused a little too hard on one topic. We've lived for a long time with an hour of Dragon Ball and just fine. Why? Because for one, it didn't start Toonami off, for one. But more importantly, it has something to balance it out. That's all you need. Balancing. You can run 3 Dragon Ball shows. You can have Dragon Ball Z Kai, and Super all back to back to back, as long as you have something to balance it out afterwards. Toonami doesn't have that now. And it might be a little bit more of a personal, subjective opinion of the whole situation, but that's just how I feel. Usually, when I do these videos, I'd have my Tom pin on that I got from Toonami, but I had a little bit of an incident, and I hope to fix that relatively soon so I can start wearing it again, because I don't want to wear it and unfortunately break his cheeks even more. Poor Todd. Well, let's hope Toonami doesn't break like this. Let's hope, or at least I'll be hoping. You guys can tell me how you feel about my opinion of this whole thing with Toonami. Went a little long on this one, but like I said, I was just doing things candid, didn't have anything to really hold me back. I just said, alright, just talk about it. And final conclusion is just, I'd love to have my westerns back, but if I can't, at least give me a good mix when you get the new shows coming in. As long as you do that, and maybe knock out one of those long runners so we can have another slot for either new or nostalgic of a better kind. It'll be a good balance, and you can keep more people on the block. But hey, that's just a personal opinion. When it comes to the business side, it seems like things are doing better every single year, and as I've been keeping track of the ratings and viewership, they're doing fine. They might slump sometimes, but they're doing fine. So take it all for a grain of salt, 2 cents, all that kind of stuff. So that said, as this music repeated the entire way through, I could make playlists for this. I should make playlists for these videos, but as always, that's the end of every video. Embrace the easy days. Take it easy.